Day 247. So if you don't see the bags under my eyes, right, that might be also makeup, but I've been up since 4 a.m. It's now about 10:30, about to go to bed. Yeah, it was one of those travel days. Got up, I did have breakfast at the hotel, or at the airport. I was good. I only had 2 breakfast tacos. Shouldn't have done that. Realized after I'd gotten to love that I should have gotten Chick-fil-A instead of Taco Deli, because I really don't like that Taco Deli in the airport. It doesn't represent the brand well. So I did that, had coffee, went to Omaha, had a plane delay, actually ended up arriving within like 10 minutes of my family, so that worked out well. We got to downtown, got kind of settled in, etc. Had lunch, ended up running into my cousin who's getting married at the airport, or it's one of those days, at lunch. And so had a little more food than I was planning on, but nothing, crazy heavy. And then we walk around just for a little bit, go to back to the hotel and sit around. I did end up doing a little bit of like personal work, like bills and things like that. So I did that, and then went to dinner. Dinner kind of went off the rails. I mean, I had 2 rounds of appetizers, and then I had dinner, and I didn't really have a lot of dinner, but I'd already had the 2 rounds of appetizers, and I was also drinking Coke and whiskey, I think was the flavor of choice. I did probably 3 or 4 rounds of that. Don't worry, no drinking and driving here. And that was over the course of, we started this at 4:30 and it's now 10:30. So whatever drinks I've had, it's just kind of been a maintainer, not necessarily to get me up or down. So I had several of those, but by the time I left that, I was like extremely full. And I shouldn't have eaten any more, right? But when you've had a ton of alcohol in your system, that's what you do. And again, it's not a buildup. And it's not, getting wasted. It's just I'm tired and I'm, buzzed, and I'm replacing, the tiredness and with something to do, and that is eating. So we went and got another drink at another bar. And so I did have another whiskey and Coke there. And then we went to another bar. So at least at that point I downgraded. I got a beer, and I only even drank probably half of it. Got a full glass of water, drank that. And then we went to another bar. And this was the final one we got. I went with another smaller drink, like a Stella or something. Probably finished about half of that. Water. Ended up doing a shot of peanut butter whiskey. It tasted like peanut butter. I mean, like, the taste, there was still the burn of the whiskey, but like, you smelled it, you could taste it, like the aftertaste was peanut butter. So it was really interesting. So I sipped on that, and then we ended up ordering food. So I had some French fries and nachos. So not a great start, but kind of what I was expecting. I've got tomorrow's the wedding. I highly expect that to be fully food oriented and other randomness as the night goes, or the day goes on. The wedding's at 10:30 in the morning, and the reception's at 5. So we'll see what happens in between there. And then Sunday might be the saving grace in that my family flies out at 12:30. So we're going to get to the airport probably 11:30, 11, which means that if I can avoid too much airport food and or eating a bunch of stuff on the plane, I can stop eating earlier on in the day. But we'll see how that goes. The one plus side on this is I did try to walk around as much as possible, and I probably got 4 to 5 miles in of walking. That being said, it's mostly flat. So it's just more a maintenance, not necessarily a like, yay, she burned 1,000 calories, and therefore, you know, there's less likely chance that all those goodies that she ate throughout the day will have an effect on her body. Yeah. So anyways, till tomorrow.